Recently, a friend called to discuss about valuation. He's in a process of buying a property, and valuation was his concern. And then while explaining, I realized there are different types of valuation, and I thought, oh, I need to put this together so you can benefit from this. So stay tuned. We are going to discuss different types of valuation while purchasing a property. Welcome to Project Possible. This is Jito David, and we are going to discuss different types of valuation when it comes to investing into property. Now, the first one which I normally look into is what is the potential of this particular property. So, as a part of the survey, as part of the valuation, what you can see and what is there, I go beyond and see what can be achieved with this property. So, if it is a two-bedroom or three-bedroom house and those are double bedrooms and a lot of space, there are two bathrooms and things like that, I know that we can comfortably convert that into an HMO of 5 bedroom, 6 bedroom. So and it fits the size and things like that. So when I see that house, that is just an example, a house or a property, my vision is what can be achieved out of this property, like what can be done with this. Yeah? So that gives me a futuristic valuation of that particular property. Yeah. And that's the valuation. I take it to the commercial lenders and discuss the end value of that project rather than the value what I'm going to buy. So as an investor, the first thing which I will emphasize is when you see a property, think about the future, what value you can achieve at the end of the development of the property. So that's the first type of valuation. The second type of valuation is mainly comes into the picture when you are taking a mortgage. Now, let it be a buy to let mortgage or a residential mortgage. Every lender is always do their own survey. So they have a panel of surveyors or of firms, and then once the application is put through, before they agree the application, they will send the surveyor from their panel and they will do a survey, and then they will submit that report. And the one key thing what is critical on that survey report is the valuation of that property. So what they do is in the last 6 months or last 12 months, they will see a comparable within that radius of that house, and they will see that what value it has went in the market, or it has been brought, it's sold in the market, and they will take those comparables and they put that into that survey, and then they will evaluate what is the valuation of this current property. So it is more of a where your property is based. It factors a lot, and what kind of comparables are available with that property, and that is called as a basic survey. The lenders are doing it so that they want to make sure the risk is covered when it comes to that particular property, because the lenders give 60, 70, 80, 85% of the money towards that property. So and your contribution is might be 20, 25% or 15%. So the lender is taking a bigger risk than what you are investing into that property. So the lender wants to make sure that property is worth that amount, so that tomorrow if anything goes wrong, their money is still safe. And that's the only purpose of that valuation. Yeah, and it is called as a basic valuation. So as you're enjoying this video and you're benefiting from this, do click the like button and also the share button, so you can share with family and friends who will be doing a valuation at this point, who will be looking to purchase their houses. So how this valuation works, it's important that they know this. So do click the like and the share, and it helps with the logarithm of this video. Thank you. The third valuation or the report is known as home buyer's report. Now, this is something which you have to pay and do it. Okay, so the lenders or the person who's selling won't be interested in this. This should be solely your interest. Now, in property, there are strategies where you do a buy to let, you just buy and let it out. And there are strategies where you buy and you do construction or refurbishment or developments. Now, what you need to understand is if you are just buying it and letting it out, then when you buy that property, it can attract a lot of repairs. It might have redecoration like painting, electric work, boiler needs to change. There has to be exhaust fan. There are so many things which might require, and that might attract a massive bill. So it might attract easily 6,000, 7,000 or 10,000 pounds easily. Yeah. So to avoid that kind of situation, what you can do is you can do this survey, this particular survey, and then once you have that report, the survey will give you some estimate what kind of reports, what kind of repairs are needed, how much it will cost, is there any damp, is there any things like that. And then you can negotiate based on that report with the seller, explaining them that these are the things, technically you can give them evidence explaining them these are the things which are involved in that property, and this will cost me this much of money once I purchase this property, and based on that you can renegotiate your price and bring it down. So that is a really good report, that if you want to kind of buy a property and let it out, and you want to kind of understand what kind of expenditure will be required in terms of repairs, and then also renegotiate the price of the property. So if you have an experience to share about any survey which was done for your property, or while purchasing you have conducted some survey and you have some feedback or some experiences to share, please post it in the comment. If you have any questions regarding this topic, this valuation, please post it in the comment. We work with a lot of surveys and valuation valuers, and they can answer these questions for you. And if you have anything else regarding property and you want to reach out, please do not hesitate, reach out. I'm more than happy to help. Now, the fourth survey, which is the most comprehensive survey which is available. This is also known as the structural survey, wherein you send a surveyor, and the surveyor will go into detail of that property, the roof, every single room, making sure that like any structural changes have taken place in that property. And particularly these surveys are very interesting when it comes to Victorian houses, the big houses, the old houses. Very important, these things are done, and you have a real understanding of what you are getting into. Now, if you are planning to convert or do a proper development into that property, it's very important you do this survey and have a clear understanding what is the strength of that property. Is that can we remove the chimney? If we remove the chimney, what will happen? Does the wall can stay there? So all these things will be clarified when you do a structural survey. So, and this is the most comprehensive survey. It will cost you a little bit of money, but if you are planning to do some major work with that property, then definitely this is something which is advised. Now, lenders, they don't need this. Like most of the buyers, they don't need this kind of survey, and the surveys also, like most of the people who get into the survey is when they are buying really old houses, which has been there for decades, nothing has been done. It might need some real kind of understanding what the strength of the property, how things are inside, and if you're planning to do something and convert that property into a kind of a new design or new possibilities, what can stay, what cannot stay, so you need to have a real good understanding. And what happens is when you do this survey, that will help you to get a proper estimate of your development project. So go with your developers, go with your architect, and the surveyor will give you a good insight of what is all there, so that you can take that report to the architects and developers, and they have a clear understanding when they give you an estimate that what they are getting into and what you are getting into. So if you are a property investor and a property developer and you are into a lot of developments, I'm sure you already know about this survey, and you guys are already doing that when it comes to your property and picking up those properties. If you are not, then this is something for you. So we at Project Possible do video Monday to Friday, every day evening, 7 p.m. it gets published. So if you're enjoying this content, don't forget to click on subscribe so you get a notification. Click on the bell for the notification as well, so you get all the updates of any video, anything gets published on our channel. And we have our monthly live event wherein a property expert comes and shares their knowledge, experience, and you have an opportunity to ask live questions with the experts. So all the details are in description. So see you at the next event. Until then, stay safe and stay blessed. Thank you.